Hi, everybody. Welcome back to HSP TV channel. Today we're exploring a profound and liberating book by Brené Brown. I thought it was just me, but it isn't. This book takes us on a deep dive into the heart of vulnerability, shame, and the struggle to feel enough in a world that constantly pressures us to be perfect. Brené Brown's work has been life-changing for so many people, and this book is no exception. Have you ever felt like you're the only one struggling with feelings of inadequacy? Or like you're alone in the fear of not measuring up? If so, this book will show you that you're far from alone and that these feelings are deeply connected to our shared human experience. So, let's jump right in. Let's start by talking about one of the central themes in this book, perfectionism. Brené Brown describes perfectionism as a shield we use to protect ourselves from shame, judgment, and criticism. We live in a society that bombards us with messages about how we should look, or should act, or should feel. And because of this, we often believe that being imperfect makes us inadequate or unworthy of love and connection. But here's the thing, perfectionism doesn't protect us from shame, it actually fuels it. The more we strive for perfectionism, the more we distance ourselves from others and the more disconnected and isolated we become. It's an exhausting, never-ending cycle. I thought it was just me offers a critical perspective on how perfectionism shapes our lives in ways we might not even realize. And Brené Brown reveals how this pursuit of being enough isn't about self-improvement. It's about self-protection. And it's keeping us from living authentic, fulfilling lives. One of the most powerful parts of this book is its exploration of shame. According to Brené Brown's research, shame is the intensely painful feeling that we're flawed and unworthy of love and belonging. We've all experienced shame at some point in our lives. It's universal, but it thrives in silence. Shame tells us that we're not good enough, not smart enough, not successful enough, or attractive enough. It's the voice in our heads that makes us feel like we need to hide our true selves in order to be accepted. But Brené Brown flips that script. She shows us that vulnerability, not perfection, is what connects us to others. Our willingness to be real, to show up as our imperfect selves, is what builds meaningful relationships. This book reminds us that vulnerability is not a weakness. In fact, it's the very thing that makes us human. Brené shares story after story of people who found connection and healing through their vulnerability. It's a beautiful and empowering reminder that when we embrace our imperfections, we open the door to deeper relationships and a fuller sense of self. One of the most transformative messages, and I thought it was just me, is this: you are not alone. We often think our struggles or our insecurities and feelings of shame are unique to us. But Brené Brown's research reveals that we all experience these emotions. Shame tells us we're the only ones that feel inadequate. But that is a lie. In reality, our imperfections connect us to each other and to our shared humanity. Brené calls this common humanity, the idea that our vulnerabilities are not just our own, but part of a larger collective experience. And this realization can be incredibly freeing. When we stop believing that we're the only ones struggling, we can start to cultivate empathy and compassion for ourselves and for others. Renee shows us that the journey from what will people think to I am good enough is one that takes courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to be vulnerable. It's about reclaiming our lives and embracing who we are, imperfections and all. One of the most liberating takeaways from this book is the idea that our imperfections are actually gifts. Brené Brown writes that the qualities we try to hide, our struggles, our insecurities, our vulnerabilities, are the very things that make us real and relatable. They're what connects us to others and make us worthy of love and belonging. Brown explains that when we stop pretending to be perfect and start embracing our true selves, we open ourselves up to love and laughter and gratitude and empathy and joy. These are the gifts of imperfection, and they're what give life meaning and richness. So, how do we get there? Brené Brown encourages us to practice self compassion, to develop shame resilience, and to challenge the societal messages that tell us that we are not good enough. It's not about never feeling shame or never feeling self doubt. It's about learning how to move through those feelings without letting them define us. At the heart of I thought it was just me, but it isn't, is a simple but powerful truth. You are enough, just as you are. We live in a world that often tells us the opposite. But Brené Brown's work reminds us that embracing our imperfections is the key to living a more authentic, connecting, and fulfilling life. Thank you so much for watching. If you've read I Thought It Was Just Me, let me know how it impacted your life in the comments below this video. And if you haven't read it, I highly recommend picking it up. It is a game changer for anyone struggling with shame or perfectionism. The link to buy the book is in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more book reviews and insights. And I'll see you again in the next video.